Yo guys, what is going on? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to 10 reasons you will never leave Germany. We've been doing a lot of reactions to German content recently, so make sure you guys check my channel for other videos you may be interested in, and please consider hitting the subscribe button. It's all up to you, but I would really appreciate the support. With that being said, let's find out why we'll never leave Germany. Germany has been pretty enticing as of recently with some of the videos I've been watching. Seems like a pretty great place to live, honestly, and especially with the way they raise their children.
What is up, Soul Fam? This is Chris with Soldier of Life, and here today I am at this beautiful park. I don't think I'm gonna let you see it. Nah, I might let you see it.
Damn.
But I am here today. In this video, we're gonna be talking about my 10 personal reasons why you'll come to Germany and you'll never wanna leave. I'm telling you right now, buddy, you'll never wanna leave. You're not gonna wanna do it. I didn't do it. You're probably not gonna do it. Probably not. These are definitely 10 reasons. Now, they might vary from person to person, but I definitely believe these are like almost universal from any shit, man. I'm gonna say any dude, a lot of girls or females. I don't call girls girls. Military thing, females. I don't know, I think it's just more politically correct because girls can be women, women can be girls, boys can be guys, men, whatever. These are the 10 reasons why I definitely think I stayed and I ain't going nowhere. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. And if you're cool with it, thank you. You're awesome. I'll make sure to make you proud. Number one reason for me, girls. We're gonna skip that one right now. So number 2 is school is free. Now I'm currently...
Yo, this this dude is hilarious. This is a theme, a common theme though. Like, we keep seeing these videos of Americans moving to Germany, and then they're very adamant about, like, just proclaiming how great it is and that you should visit too, and you'll never leave. I'm convinced you guys have these people at gunpoint behind the camera and you're telling them to come over here, because it's like, damn, there's a lot of Americans in Germany here. This dude was in the army too. Okay. And yeah, university. Here we go.
In the process of trying to get my black ass into the German college system to get my school popping and on. But school, for the most part, is free in Europe, I want to say. I don't exactly know, so I'm not going to say that. But I know it is in Germany. The only thing that really have to know German. I think you need to be level 2 certified in order to take college classes in Germany. And also the process, like the forms and shit like that, like they are way longer than I've ever done in America or Australia. Usually I'm like, hey man, I almost wish they kind of charge for it, because I usually be like, hey, here's some money, like, get out my lens. Hey, get the fuck out of my lens. Like, usually I'm just like, hey, you know, here's some money. I want to go to school. Thank you very much. I'm taking classes now. Give me my degree when I'm done, you know? But there's a lot of forms you got to fill out. There's a lot of stipulations. You got to have this, an apartment, and blah, blah, blah. But after you do all that, the schooling is free to you. Now, obviously, you're not going to get like healthcare and all that other shit, but you will be able to attend classes for free. You will have free tuition, and it's just an awesome thing to have. That's like one of the things in America right now. They're fighting, trying to get free tuition, but if everything's free, then the taxpayers gotta pay. Like, I don't even like getting all that bullshit. School's free, man. Free. Get your ass in class. That was a rhyme. I didn't even know it. Get your ass in class. Number 3 is definitely the beer in Germany. Now, I know, yo, if we're talking about Germany, the Dutch, all these people, they're probably gonna be fighting for who's the best beer. I don't know, I couldn't tell you, but I'm telling you, the beer. Once you drink German beer, you will never drink that American piss water again. That shit was so disgusting when I went back to the States. I promise you, I will never ever drink American beer again. If I ever go back to the States and I'm drinking, I'm gonna get fucked up off Patron or Bacardi and Hennessy. I'm drinking hard liquor, baby, but I will not drink that beer again. That shit is gross. That shit is motherfucking roast. Just the different types of flavors they got in drink. Yo, I can taste it, fam. I can taste it. Yo, the beer in Germany. Basically, like, point blank beer. If you ain't had beer in Europe, you ain't never had real beer. The shit is gross in the States. I don't care where you got it from, unless it's imported directly and it's broken all of the important deportation laws. That shit is gross. Number three, that's 6. Number 3, the quality of the food, man. Now, when I'm talking about food, obviously, I mean, we got some dope spots in America. There's a lot of food that, you know, anywhere in Europe, they ain't fucking with us. I got you. But the quality of the food, if you don't know, usually when I go buy food in America, if that shit ain't FDA approved, or if somebody didn't check on the quality of that food, or if they don't have some sponsor, if they don't have some certificate from some Chinese restaurant that I'm eating shrimp fried duck, really? I'm eating fried duck, which is really fried cat dog, not doing it. The quality of the food in Germany is way higher. The restrictions that they have, they put much higher on Germany than they do in the States.
I didn't even check when this video was made, but he said fam, and then he brought up, that was like circulating, this is like 2016, bro, for sure. This dude has a good personality, but that was a low blow. Come on, bro. Don't hate on the Chinese like that. They ain't do nothing to you.
That they have, they put much higher on Germany than they do in the States. And, you know, really, this comes to, don't quote me on this, but usually in the States, like when they buy food, let's say McDonald's, another thing. I will never go to McDonald's in the States. I'm doing a video on that, actually, like the difference between the quality of food in McDonald's in Germany and the States. It's repugnantly, like, I don't even know what repugnant means, but it's the differences are amazing. They're astounding. But the quality of the food in Germany, you can taste it. Like, most of it is made in Germany. The food is usually not imported from anywhere else. So all the standards that they have in Germany, they keep there. The standards that they have in the States is really like whoever's the cheapest adhere to the minimum basic standards, you know, and that's terrible to me. I remember hearing, like, they said that Taco Bell, the grade of meat in Taco Bell is the same grade as dog food. Almost like you're eating dog food quality meat, which, I mean, sometimes dog, like if you had a dog, you can feed them that wet shit. Sometimes it should be looking kind of good, but it's basically eating dog food, but it's just like good ass dog food. I personally know that, I know for a fact, you can just taste it. The quality of food is way better in Germany than it is in the States. Number 4.
Yo, this man is a character, bro. He is in the wrong line of work. Stop making these damn videos. Get up on a stage and start spitting some comedy, bro. This dude is a comedian. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the nightlife. We've already heard about that. Apparently you guys go out to the clubs and you don't come back till 11 a.m. I gotta see that for myself.
Nightlife. I don't even know where to go with this anymore. Nightlife's crazy in the States. I got it. But just what I've seen in Germany, they get it popping to the wee early hours of the morning, and that's not just in some states and some cities and some clubs. Most clubs stay open till about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 if you find something really cool. They have huge, amazing clubs in like the smallest of cities sometimes, and the atmosphere is always a fun one. It's always a good one. There's no negative vibes. Not a lot of people want to fight, start arguments and stuff. It's just a really chill atmosphere. Like I said, this is just what I've experienced, but it's amazing. Number 5, safe, fam. I can, you don't even know. Yo, I can leave my doors open if I wanted to. I won't. I'm not born yesterday. But in Germany, for the most part, is much safer than it is in America. Now, I'm not saying this to deter any German that wants to go to America. I'm not saying some places in America aren't safer than some of the statistics in Germany, but I mean as an overall, it's just much safer. I remember last year, I went home for 12 days, and I hate to turn it into like a positive video, into like this negative annotation. And what I found when I was watching the news, like if you're German, you watch the news, the things that I mostly see on the news in Germany is like something about Berlin Tag und Nacht, or some new rapper came out with a CD, or something else is going on crazy in another country. And every day in my city, where I'm from, there was somebody who got murdered every single day.
Same. This is not like a unique thing to say. Like, a lot of Americans can say the city they're from, there's at least one, I could say one gun violence a day, probably. Well, on average, hell yeah. Because there's weekends where there's like 5 or 6. I'm laughing, but it's terrible. It's true.
Every single day. Every single day. Just like I said, I don't want to make it a negative thing, but that's all we see on the news.
Yeah.
Somebody got shot. Somebody got killed. Somebody got ran over by a car. Somebody jumped out of an airplane, fell on a building, and after they crippled their body, somebody came up to them and shot them. This is just the stuff that we see in the news. Not only that, that is why we are also dehumanized to school shootings, mass shootings, because they happen every year. And in Germany, you just don't see stuff like that. It just shows that it's just usually much safer than it is in America. Number 6 is Germany is in the middle of Europe. Like, how convenient is that? Literally, you can go almost any European country from Germany. Well, the really cool ones anyway. But you can really go to almost any European country from Germany. It's smack dab in the middle of Europe. I know that a lot of times I've taken like weekend trips to go to the UK or Netherlands or France or Belgium. You can go to all these countries within like a day's trip, within a day's ride if you want to. Usually in the States, I'm not driving more than 30 minutes to come see you, even if we friends. Like if you live an hour away from me, like we'll probably never see each other for like 2 or 3 years. But in Germany, for me, it was nothing to drive like 4, 5 hours. Cities that were hours down the road just to see a friend for a couple hours and then leave, you know, the same day maybe. But it's smack dab in the middle of anything. If I had friends in Croatia or France or Belgium or something like that, I would see them on the weekend if, you know, I had time from work or something like that. But I would be able to go see them on the weekend, and it's not too far. In the States, it just seems like people aren't driving that far. It's just not happening.
Bro, because you have to drive everywhere to begin with, so it's already tiring. But when you think about the United States, to drive from the east to west coast, it takes over 3 days. 3 days. I think you could do a lot more. You could do a lot in Europe with 3 days, especially if you're starting in Germany. So that's a fact. That's really convenient.
It ain't happening, but it's smack dab in the middle of all of that stuff. Number 7, 8, 6, I don't know. I can't remember. One of the other things that will make you stay and make you not want to leave is that Germany is so simple. Now, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I know in America, it just seems like everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses. It seems like, you know, you're not really nothing if you don't have nothing. Yeah. I know when I was in the States, man, I thought that as soon as I get some money, I'm gonna buy that, and that's gonna make me on. I'm gonna be the man. Or when I get this, I'm gonna get this, because then I'm gonna be popping. You know what I mean? But in Germany, nobody really cares about that stuff. It's so simple. The way of life, the things that they value are just so simple. They're not a subject to mass media, and that's what I found out. It's kind of like if you go to Times Square and you see all the billboards, every commercial, they want to sell you something, and not to talk down about them because that's their job, that's what they're supposed to do. But in Germany, a lot of people don't value all that stuff. There's not stores every single place you go. You know, there's probably more restaurants than there are clothes stores in any given city in Germany. It's because people like to enjoy their food, you know, if they're not cooking at home. But I found that it's just so much more simple there. You know, the way of life is simple. The things that they value are simple. They don't need new stuff all the freaking time. If it works, and they're gonna keep using it. But they don't need like all this glamorous BS in order for them to be happy. And fuck, man, I need simplicity in my life. Number 9, I believe it is that the government takes care of you. Now I know, wait, before you start getting on my throats, German people, I know. Hey, before you start getting on my throat, I'm not gonna say the German government takes care of people when they shouldn't. I can't really delve into that all the way because I don't really know that much about it. But for what I've seen is that they take care of their people more than not. For women that have kids, for their maternity leave, for homeless people, for people from different countries that want to try to make their way into being in German society. They'll help you get a job. They'll help you learn German. You really have to want to be there. I don't want to say assimilate, but basically conform to the German culture. I'm down. Yo, hey, German, I'm with it. I'm all for the shits. But the government really takes care of their people. And I'm only using this in contrast to the States. States don't give 2 shits if you want to live in America. We ain't teach you English. You better learn on your goddamn own. Yeah. You better have a job. You better get married. And you better be an American citizen before the 5-year period in 90 days or else we're kicking you out. Like, they just don't take care of people that want to be American. The government doesn't really take care of a lot of things. They're doing the...
Yo, honestly, this video is overwhelming me a lot right now. Like, I honestly, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to be in this country right now. Damn.
best. I'm not saying a lot of people aren't getting aid, they're not getting help. The governments do their best, I got it, but it just seems like on a more global scale, the government of Germany takes care of their people. And the last one that I would say, there's just amazing things to do in Germany. In my perspective, like I said, I've been to America, I got it. There's plenty, there's fucking water parks, there's, New York's Times Square, Malibu Beach, and, I don't fucking know what else. I don't really travel America, I don't know what to tell you. But in Germany, there's so much history that you can see there. They have water parks and Europa Park. I believe they have the most castles in Europe, point blank, period. It might even be the world, I don't know. But they have castles that you can go see. They have cities and towns that are built thousands of years old, but they just put stores inside of them. I remember I seen one of the chains that they would have, I believe it was like during the Holocaust era, where they would hang people up within public so then the people walking around could see them like bleeding out to death and stuff like that. Not to say that it's a good thing, but it's humbling to see this type of culture and stuff like that in everyday life. And we don't have that in the States because we're not as, because our country isn't as old as you are. Look at this fucking...
Well, not only because it's not as old, it's because we still haven't overcome a lot of these things, like slavery. Like, that's still plaguing our country, the remnants of that. And it's very apparent today, the divisive nature that our country literally embodies. Like, we're literally the most divisive country in the world. I'll argue with someone in the comments about that, because that's a fact. But yeah, that's also something that's really impressed me about Germany through these reactions, is just picking up all of the, just think about where Germany was. Absolute mess. All the stuff that they've been through, and they want to move, honestly, probably one of the most impressive turnarounds that I've seen. Man, in world history? Maybe. There have been some pretty impressive turnarounds in world history, though. This video got me thinking a lot. Wow.
Look at this little asshole. Look at this motherfucker. But I think really, for me, Germany just takes a cake. There's a lot of cool shit to see there. It really is. Like, your history is crazy. But that's all I got for today. Let me know. Let me know in the...
All right, that's basically it for this one. So yeah, that was a really good video. I love this guy's personality. I think his personality really shined through. Like, he's just being himself throughout the video, which is why I love the video so much. But yeah, this video really made me kind of question what I'm doing after college. Like, that's what I was thinking about throughout this. And wow, these y'all are gonna make me move somewhere. I don't know if I'll move to Germany. I don't know if I'll move to Europe. But I think the important thing to take away from these reaction videos and how they're making me, it's subversion. It's making me think about all these preconceptions I've had about the way I'm going to go about my life and be like, wait, maybe there's a better way to do that. So a lot of thinking going on up here right now. I'm not sure if I can vocalize all of it, but hopefully I did a decent job throughout this video. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.